Good morning, Thursday morning, bright and early, heading to the Ritz in Herzliya for breakfast with Dan Eleff from Dan's Deals and Chaikel, my travel agent. Just catching up. Two good guys. Been wanting to meet for a couple of years. Pumped to meet Dan. After that, heading to Herzliya to meet Orit Strauss from GivingWay, a company she founded with Gigi Levy, the one and only. Big fan of this company, big fan of Orit. Just catching up and talking shop. After that, meeting the powerhouse, Michal Geva from Triventures, one of my favorite VCs in the healthcare space, and she's just a good friend, amazing person. Pumped to catch up with her. A couple other meetings in Herzliya, and then this afternoon heading to the new DJI store. They just opened in Israel. The team reached out. I'm pretty excited to be collaborating with them, hopefully. And yeah, it's going to be a great day to end the week. Here we go. Made it 8 a.m. to Herzliya. This is the parking lot of the Arena Mall, which leads to the Ritz-Carlton, I believe one of the nicest hotels in the country, and in which my favorite restaurant is located, the Herbert Samuel. Herbert Samuel and the Ritz is unbelievable. Problem is they closed for lunch. They're only open for dinner. I used to go there all the time for lunch. Anyway, just entering the mall, no idea where I am and how to get to the Ritz, but we'll figure it out. It's right on the marina, so there's boats in front of me. It's beautiful. Herzliya is unbelievable. I'll show you the boats. Doors are locked, can't go out there. Ooh, the backlight is bad. You don't see my face at all. Come on, GH5, pick up the face. Wow, that is a major fail right there. And you're starting to see me? There you go. That was not good. All the doors are locked because it's super early in the morning. Ritz is up there, I believe. Even the escalators aren't working. Wow, this is impressive stuff. I feel a little bit like one of those Will Smith End of the World movies. Everything's just empty. You might recognize this place. I used to come here all the time. Prove offices over there. The Chaikel. What's going on, man? You know we're going to Portugal next week.
Yes.
Taking care of me? I'll send you my tickets. We gotta get some.
You did.
Did I already? Okay, cool.
Yeah, you sent me.
This guy, the best travel agent on planet Earth. Chaikel at chaikel.com. Right? Hotel breakfasts in Israel are the absolute best. Check this out. And the man himself, Dan Eleff. This breakfast in the Ritz is the world's biggest hawk. We got these guys fanboying on Dan over here. Here, guys. It's like the whole Jewish world's hawking here in the Ritz-Carlton, Herzliya. Apparently, who knew? I mean, I knew Dan was a big deal, but I didn't know how big of a deal he was. People are recognizing him all over the place. I love this hotel. Look how beautiful it is here. All right, we're gonna go outside, talk to Dan a little bit. I don't even know where to start with this interview, to be honest with you. So first of all, let's start with the fact that I'm working for the past half a year or more with your first cousin, right? He's your first cousin?
Tzvi, yeah.
Tzvi.
Sure.
At Touro. That's, I guess, I don't even, is he the one that originally connected us? I don't even know. Is Chaikel originally connected
Probably
us?
Chaikel, yeah.
All right, so Chaikel's been on the vlog. He's a regular. He's been my travel agent, but he's much more than that. The guy's like, gets it all done. He's amazing. I'm not going to plug you in. Plugged him enough. All right, and nice pants, by the way. I noticed your pants today. You're looking very stylish. All right, so I'm trying to figure out how to coin this. You're kind of like the Red Bull of the Jewish savings world. How's that? The
That
Red
works.
Bull of the
That
Jewish
works.
savings
That
world.
works.
I mean, we were just sitting here in the Ritz in Herzliya, and people are fanboying. Like, literally, I thought that was Dan, but I wasn't sure. Can I take a selfie? Like, okay, so who is Dan Eleff? Give me the story here, the elevator pitch. Who are you?
Well, I mean, I just started a blog for fun. I wrote about the things that I enjoy writing about.
Hold on, let me just interrupt you. Folks, pay attention, okay? Listen to what he's saying, because we didn't coordinate this, but the stuff that he's saying right now is stuff that I preach to you all day long. I preach to anyone who I talk to. You gotta love what you do. You gotta go all in on your passion. You gotta ignore all the business advice. You gotta play the long game. We didn't coordinate any of this stuff, but okay, go on. Yeah, you started this blog, right?
Yeah, I started a blog, and I write what I'm passionate about. So
when was this?
It's 2004, 15 years now, which is crazy.
Right. Because
I didn't start it as a job. I didn't start it to make money. I started it to write about the things I was passionate about, and that's saving money, finding good deals, traveling. And people ask me, like, where'd this concept come from? Why do you write about, deals on clothes and electronics and how to fly the world for free in first class and stay in crazy hotels on points? And it's just, I write about the things that I'm passionate about. So I took what I'm passionate about and created a blog out of it, and it just went viral. I never spent a dime advertising it.
I want to talk about that in a second, but first I have to say one thing. There's something very, I forgot to say this diplomatically. stereotypically Jewish about what you do, us and saving money. I don't know. Just saying we're giving the anti-Semites a whole bunch of ammunition here, but okay. Putting that aside.
Definitely stereotypically Jewish,
right.
But on the other hand, it works.
Right, that's true. Okay, so you started this in 2004. Let's just skip to the end right now. I don't know if you want to talk about how many points you have, but just talking about the things you've done with your points.
Yeah, I mean, over the years, I've made tens of millions of miles doing what I write about. So, opening the credit cards, and I used to buy dollar coins from the U.S. Mint, where I'd buy $100,000 of these coins on my credit card, and I deposit them into my checking account and get the miles by doing it. So I got all these points and miles, and I use them now to fly around the world in business and first class.
But what have you?
So I've done some crazy stuff. Yeah, in 2016, I used 1,060,000 Starwood points to throw out the first pitch before Game 7 of the World Series in Cleveland.
So let me just pause here for 1 second. He used his points as an airline points to throw the first pitch of Game 7 of the World Series.
Yeah.
Like, okay, yeah, go on.
They advertised as some Indians Hall of Famer was going to throw the first pitch, and he actually threw the second pitch because he threw after me. So I threw the first pitch. He got the second one.
They gave us here. Sorry, I'm interrupting.
No, they gave us second row seats to the game. They were seats that were scalping for $30,000 each as part of this package. And I went on the field with my grandfather and my wife, and it was just awesome.
Okay, so you're now here in Israel.
Yep.
You flew here, and you're staying in the Ritz.
Yep.
And you're going to be, over the holiday. And how much did you pay for that?
Nothing.
Zero.
So, I mean, it takes time and effort, obviously, to get the points,
right,
but I used 750,000 United miles to fly my family of 5 in business class. So we were all well rested when we got here. And then we're using 150,000 points for 3 nights here at the Ritz. And then we'll use points to stay at the Waldorf for the holiday. So,
stay in Jerusalem, the Waldorf.
Yeah.
Amazing, amazing.
It's,
So, I asked you, because, like I said to you over breakfast, there's a lot of overlap here in terms of we're in different industries, but both of us are living the dream. Both of us had or have no aspirations to be a billionaire, but rather to support for the family and live well and enjoy what you do and all that.
And I work from home. I have an office in my home. I can play with my kids whenever I feel like it.
It's amazing.
And just, obviously, the life-work balance is a challenge.
I like you said life-work and not work-life balance.
Yeah, I mean, life is the most important part. That's,
I like it.
I like the life.
How big is DansDeals.com? How big is it?
It's big.
I mean, you don't have to give me exact numbers, but how big? What are we talking about here?
Yeah, we have over 100,000 people a day visit Dan's Deals looking for bargains. We've got nearly 100,000 Twitter followers a lot of them get SMS alerts whenever there's a new deal posted, and if there's a crazy deal, it'll go viral. We'll get hundreds of thousands of people that are coming online looking at the deals.
Do you know how many times I'm scrolling through my Facebook and I'm like, Dan just found. I'm like, who is this freaking Dan guy? Like, what? Where does he find these things? Like, how do you find them though? Like, literally, how do you find these things?
I would tell you, Hillel, but I would have to go.
All right. Well played. But like, no, I mean,
we spend all day. We spend all day looking for the best deals.
I want to point something out that is an important lesson to anyone who's watching, and to you, even you can learn this lesson. Okay, I think about this very often.
I have a lot that I could learn.
Here's a little therapy, self-therapy, but also I think this is a valuable lesson. Chaikel might help you also. I think about this very often, right? I think to myself, what am I doing on a regular basis? And I think, okay, I'm connecting, I'm doing PR, I'm doing social, I'm doing that. I think to myself, can I sustain this? What are my actual hard skills? Can I do this when I'm 70? Like, I don't have any. I'm not a doctor. What are my hard skills? And I'm thinking to myself, oh my God, am I gonna burn out? Am I gonna one day wake up and find I can't do what I do?
Yeah.
And then I say to myself, no, you don't understand. And this is me reassuring myself, but it's very relevant to what you do as well, which is this. What I do right now in life, in my career, I'm good at.
Yeah.
And because I'm good at it, I take it for granted.
Yeah.
Right? In other words, if I'm a good ball player, I can shoot the ball into the hoop. For me, it's like, well, obviously I can shoot the ball into the hoop. It's easy. But not everyone else is that good at basketball, right? And so the ability to cultivate relationships, the ability to do what I do is a skill that not everyone else possesses. And so for me, it's like, well, what's the big deal? Well, I view it as not a big deal because I'm good at it. So your ability to find these deals, well, you know where to go, you know how to do, if my life depended, I couldn't do this stuff, you know? So again, I don't know if you have that, if you ever have that self-doubt. I don't know, I do. But the point is, you've actually built a very unique skill set. You're able to find these unique deals that no one else is able to find.
I mean, we've got plenty of competition out there, but I take that as a compliment. I take it that, I started this concept where we can merge together worlds of travel and bargains and everything all in one and targeted for a religious clientele. For the most part, we have probably 80% of our traffic are from religious Jews.
Do you think Chaikel would be willing to quit his travel agency and walk around with me as a photographer all day?
I think he might. I think he might.
See, I didn't ask him to take that picture. That was a good call, though. Right? I'm just saying. Listen, your goal really, your goal is to sustain this.
Absolutely. I mean, obviously you want growth. You want growth, and you want to make sure that you're doing a better job than your competition is doing.
Who is your biggest competition?
I mean, I've got dozens of competitors who have kind of copied our business model, and that's fine. I have absolutely no problem with that. That's great, and it drives me to do better and to do more and to be better.
The amazing thing here, one of the many amazing things about your business, but to me the most amazing thing is that you're two people.
Yeah.
Two freaking people. You're building an empire. It's wild, man.
It's funny to be recognized. Like, I was swimming at the pool here yesterday, and someone comes over to me and, "Where are you from?" "Cleveland." "Are you Dan?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's me." So
it's unbelievable. You know what? I talk about this. Another thing I talk about often is, and I'm gonna embarrass you. Now you'll forgive me, but the correlation between greatness and humility. Like, you'd think if someone's accomplished so much, they're gonna have an ego. But the reality is, present excluded, because I have an ego. But no, I'm serious. Like, I meet some amazing people throughout my day, and most of these people, the more they've accomplished, the smaller their ego. And I know, Chaikel told me you're the nicest person in the world, and many people have said that about you. Fine, I'm gonna put that aside.
I'm not, but
the reality is, like, your humility is actually really inspiring, because you really have built something incredibly unique.
I mean, to my mind, it's mind-boggling kind of what it became, and I don't quite believe it every day that people know this as a brand, and they go and visit it every day, and they're that dedicated to it.
When you started this thing, honestly, did the thought even cross your mind that it would get this
not
big?
for a second, never. I mean, and for the first couple of years, it was just a couple dozen friends and family until we started going viral and started posting some great content.
Wow. Was there a moment where, like, oh.
Yeah, when El Al had a $300 deal on New York Tel Aviv round trip that kind of went viral.
I remember that.
Yeah, Delta had $50 first class tickets to Hawaii.
You just posted it on
viral.
and went nuts.
Yeah, it just went crazy. Free in Las Vegas. There were free trips to Las Vegas, free suites in the Bellagio.
I should probably turn off my notifications. If I was professional, this wouldn't be on. A big part, clearly, of the success of Dan's deals is social media.
Yeah, definitely. Right. I mean, we started before social media existed.
Right.
So the challenge is, how do you reach people in an era before social media? But obviously now...
Pigeons.
Exactly, carrier pigeons.
It's unbelievable. Man, listen, it goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. If there's ever anything I can do to help you in any way, I love the story. Actually, I really love the story. I love your cousin, love you.
Yeah.
Anything I can do to help, I think it's mad impressive what you've done.
I appreciate it.
I take you up on my offer, man.
I pinch myself every day that it's real and that it's happening and that I make my living.
I say that, dude. I'm telling you, man. We're like talking the same language.
It's true, though. It's true.
100%. I literally wake up, I'm like, how is this? I'm in a candy store.
Yeah,
I'm meeting these incredible entrepreneurs who come to me and ask me for help. Who the hell am I? What have I ever done in my life?
I get to do what I'm passionate about, and I write about it, and I think people like that. People like seeing that. I think that's the key to success, really.
Yeah, but I think if I had to sum up all of it, with the key to all your success with one word, I would say it's passion. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. It doesn't work without. You can't fake that.
Yeah. If you don't love what you do, you're not going to be successful. No question. Right. Not a doubt.
Dude, it's a tremendous honor to meet you. I knew you were a big shot, but I didn't know how big of a big shot you were. But I know. But take me up my office. Ever anything I can do to help? And yeah, dude. Listen, next time I'm in the States, we'll
absolutely.
Are you a steak guy?
Yeah.
Are you eat steak?
Sure. Absolutely.
All right, we'll do steak.
Yep.
Fantastic to meet you, my friend. Man. Thanks, dude. All right, made it to my next meeting with 2 minutes to spare. I'm meeting Orit from GivingWay.com, a platform for volunteering globally. Truly amazing company. She founded with Gigi Levy, and the cafe is over here. I'm finishing a meeting with someone who what can I say, is building incredible technology. We're not gonna get her on camera. You've been on the vlog before though, right? You've been on the vlog. Just say hi to Orit, who founded GivingWay with Gigi and another partner, and he'll be reading a lot about very soon, both in the news and in something that I'm writing, but truly impactful company, GivingWay.com. Note to self, always leave 20 minutes to a half an hour in between meetings. Did not plan my day properly here. Running late to Michal from Triventures. I talk about the serendipity of meeting people in general. I talk about I met this person, even this vlog, the way I connected with my editor, Joseph, is totally random. I'm sitting in Hertzliya one day, he sent me a message, let's have coffee. I don't even know who he is. I met with him, he ends up being my editor for 3 years. Serendipity. And so I know the Medisafe guys from Microsoft. I wrote about them, and Omri and his brother, Rotem. So I love those guys, and
they're doing great, actually.
I heard.
A lot of progress.
Unbelievable. So I wrote about them, and I don't even remember. We started talking. Oh, I know how it happened. I was in Silicon Valley. He made an introduction to Peter. I sat with Peter. I brought Touro there. We were all in love with Peter, and then and Peter introduced me to you, right? So it was like unbelievable. So let me just explain. An Israeli entrepreneur that I've known for I don't know how many years, 8 years, introduced me to someone in Silicon Valley who invested in them, and that person in Silicon Valley then introduced me to his partner in Herzliya, and that's Michal. Unbelievable. Serendipity at its best. So this is Michal Geva, who the first time we met was how long ago? Or 6-8 months ago? Something like that?
Something like that.
Okay, so I think we've exchanged since then probably 200 emails and 1,000 WhatsApps, which is
And
great.
more important, probably all the amazing, amazing people you referred to us
Thank
and
you.
made the introductions. I don't know how you do it, but it's unbelievable.
I really appreciate that. The answer, I'm very, very fortunate to meet incredible people. And the truth is, forget me, I mean, this ecosystem, it speaks volumes about what's going on here in this country, which is that there are amazing people, especially in your industry. So let's start from the beginning. Who is Michal Geva?
Michal Geva is the founder of Triventures. Triventures is a venture fund focused on healthcare, mostly digital health and medical devices. Before that, I was an entrepreneur and I was a startup person for many, many, many years in healthcare.
Which is very, sorry to interrupt you, which is important and unique. I think they're the exception to the rule in the VC community in Israel is that they were an entrepreneur first.
I think it does make a big difference because you come from the ground, you know what it is to not sleep at night before you have to launch a product the following day. You know what it is like to grab and figure out a way, and creativity at the end of the day doesn't occur in savvy places. It occurs in chaos. Here in Israel, we have a lot of chaos. Startups, when you have to deliver something tomorrow and you don't have it and you scratch and you scratch and you scratch, eventually something opens up and things come out. This is where creativity, this is where the spark comes out. It's very, very hard to do it in a job where it's kind of 8 to 5.
All right. Love it. Okay, so Triventures is...
So it's a venture fund.
It's a couple of funds or a couple of things going on. Give me the overview, high level.
We have a fund that has been operating now for a decade, focusing on devices and digital health. Most of what we do today is digital health. Early stage, mostly from Israel, but we also invest in things outside of Israel. We have now 3 companies that are in the States. And a lot of our companies... Oh, yeah. Amazing companies, actually. Some of the very revolutionary technologies from digital therapeutics all the way to digital diagnostics.
I love this stuff. I'm telling you, I'm really starting to get obsessed with this space. Forget Jerusalem Post. There's such amazing things happening.
Because we are now at the verge, just at the cliff of a tsunami of changes. We are seeing a very traditional industry, which is called healthcare, that is conservative, undergoing massive changes. One of the large massive changes that is driving it is actually the need for change, reduction of costs. But how do you do it? One way to do it is to reduce the cost. The other way to do it is to do it in a more efficient way. Efficiency meaning personalized. So focus more on personalized health, focus more on prevention rather than therapy after the onset of the disease.
Proactive versus reactive.
Exactly.
Love it.
Do more workflow efficiencies, not only what could happen in a hospital to reduce the lines, but actually think about research.
Right.
Not just come up with a new molecule, but look at other molecules that already have approval, but let's see what kind of new indications you can use them for.
Right. Love it.
And probably one of the more exciting areas that is happening now is the whole concept of democratizing and making healthcare be consumed in a more accessible way. Instead of going to the guy or the girl with the white coat in a hospital or a clinic, what happens if we can bring it to
everyone?
Everybody at home through telemedicine, from virtual hospitals all the way to our mobile, and disrupt technologies in areas that are ready for that. I'll give you a couple of examples.
Yes, please do.
For example, one of the companies
camera, by the way, I don't know if you noticed, you see it slowly slipping?
Yeah.
It's not
so
behaving.
We have to go like that?
No, we have to behave. This camera has to behave. I don't know. I think it's time for a new tripod. Sorry about that.
People think about changes in healthcare that is only going into healthcare integration. This is definitely one way, but think about doing things at home.
Right.
One of the companies that we are invested and partnered with helps you do your eye exam on your phone rather than going to the optometrist.
So I have to stop you for one second. Before you even talk about that company, that is a trend right there. I'm seeing so many companies, right? I just mentioned to you a second ago, 7 Sense, right? There's obviously Healthy.io. Zebra's not at home, but it's all the same. They're all doing the same.
Taking the care to the home.
I love it.
And one of the interesting things that is happening now is that there are new business models. So you can have all the technology that you want, but if you don't have a business model, a service associated with that, as well as somebody that could pay for this service, it's not going to fly. It's not going to scale itself. Nowadays, we're in a situation in the world where business models are arising and technologies are ready, and this is why we're seeing all this amazing change.
Love it. What's the name of that company that you mentioned?
6 over 6. So 6 over 6 is basically take your phone, take your glasses, take a picture of your glasses. In a second, you can take a picture of your, you can get all the prescription at the same sensitivity.
I heard of this company.
Oh yeah, they're amazing.
Is Glasses USA working with them by any chance?
Yeah, so they're working to them, and then in a click of a button, you connect to Glasses USA. And if you are...
That's a remarkable company.
And that is a remarkable company also, that if you're now in the States, because most of their activities is in the States, you can literally get your prescription. You can click a button, you can look at yourself with their 8,000 different models of frames. You can order it, and within 24 hours, it will get to your house in probably about 50% discount than what you would go to the corner store.
Incredible. All right, let me ask you 2 quick questions.
Sure.
Number 1, tell me quickly about your partnership with Sheba, and number 2, tell me about the future of Triventures and some of the activities that you're doing now in terms of fundraising and scaling.
Absolutely. So Triventures and Sheba have signed an agreement to start a new fund.
Sheba is...
Sheba, yeah, let's talk about Sheba, because Sheba is the largest hospital in Israel, actually one of the largest hospitals in the world, and definitely in the Middle East.
Yeah.
And just a month ago, they were declared as one of the top 10 hospitals in the world. I have to say, as an Israeli, not just as a partner with Sheba, this is very, very, very exciting. Not trivial at all.
Love it.
And they're great innovators, meaning a lot of innovation came out of there, and over the past several years, they've built a true home for innovation called ARC, which is their innovation center. Now, it has innovation from inside Sheba. It works with innovators and startups from outside of Sheba, works with a lot of the ecosystem. And now we're opening a fund that will be able not just to enable pilots to the companies, but will enable our portfolio companies to get access to Sheba's healthcare database.
Amazing.
And one of the things that is important about this database, and it's true about all of Israel was the first country in the world to transition to become digitalized in healthcare. What's happening now in the States in the past 3-4 years, when everything became paperless.
It's so 2018 here.
Exactly. We have it we started this 20 years ago, 20 to 25 years ago. So Sheba, for example, has been paperless for over 20 years.
Wow.
That means that all of a sudden we have huge reservoirs of data. And as you know, for digital health companies, data is gold. You have to have access to the data in order to train your algorithm.
Right.
So the companies we're going to invest through this joint fund are going to be able, if they want, to get access to Sheba's data and enjoy not just partnership, not just mentorship, not just capital from the fund, but actually access in a very, very fast way to this. And I think it's going to accelerate.
I'm just looking at what time it is. Okay, I have to leave in 5 minutes. Quickly, tell me about the future of Triventures. I like you call it TV.
Okay, so TV, yeah, it's the abbreviation of Triventures, and we are starting now 2 funds. One, the seed fund with Sheba. Another one is to continue what we do today, which is investment in Series A and B. We have offices here in Israel as well as in the Bay Area. We have a group of amazing people here with a lot of experience and knowledge in this space. And not less important, Triventures, in order to be integral part of the ecosystem, we have partnered on LP basis, meaning our investors in the fund are large corporates, financial groups, but also groups like Johnson & Johnson, Medtronic, Abbott, Boston Scientific, Samsung, Nikon. Now we have newcomers to this new fund like Intermountain Health that have been with us for the past many, many years, a large healthcare organization.
Incredible.
New groups are Abiomed, CSI, Edwards Life Science. All those people are working with us around our tables and trying to actually help those early stage innovators from the inception to help them grow in a fast and efficient way.
Super incredible. So these LPs are not just writing checks, they're actually helping your fund succeed, helping your company succeed. Amazing.
Exactly. They're sitting on our shoulders. We're sharing with them ideas that we see. They're telling us what they're looking for. And that's one of the reasons why a lot of the innovators are coming to us, because they understand that Triventures is not just here because they can bring money. We get involved only in things that we understand, and then we can help through the process of growing, as well as connecting to a lot of our
Triventures.com?
.net.
.net. Is there a story there? .com. We gotta work on the .com. Okay. In any case, Michal, as always, I love meeting you. Great energy.
Thanks a lot.
Whenever I talk to people about whoever doesn't know you, I say, Michal, she's a powerhouse. This is what I'm talking about. You're a powerhouse.
Thank you very much.
It goes without saying anything I do to help. We're gonna have another meeting soon, but I'm running to my next meeting. Thank you for having me and the hospitality here. I love this office. It's beautiful. Beautiful office.
Next
time I'll do a walk around. But I gotta run. Thank you so much, Michal. Thanks.
Bye-bye.
So I am running to my next meeting at Meat and Wine. Again, didn't leave very much room in between the meetings. So again, I'm running late, but it's one of those days. After this meeting, I'm meeting literally one of my favorite people who refuses to get on camera. And it is so unfortunate because he's such a special dude. I'm meeting with Dadi Vinik, who previously worked with Triventures, that's Ashton Kutcher and Guy Ozeri. And he was their kind of investment guy here on the ground. And now he's Ticketmaster Israel. So Brittany and all the artists that come to Israel, he brings them here. Super humble dude. Love the guy, but he won't get on camera. Doesn't even let me take a picture with him. So you're gonna have to take my word for it. Unfortunately, can't get him on camera. But I will be at DJI afterwards, so that's gonna be exciting. Look at these automobiles here in Hertzliya, only Hertzliya. That'll be a Ferrari, another Ferrari, BMW i8, Aston Martin, Maserati, G-Wagon. Someone save me. God, beautiful automobiles. One day, mark my words. Incredible meeting with Dadi. Zero chance of getting him on camera. Of course, I did try, I did beg, but that wasn't gonna happen. And now, DJI. Big news, big news. Visiting my boys at DJI. I've been working with DJI for years in China, and they introduced me to DJI in New York. They've sent me many devices, but now they opened up in Tel Aviv. Actually, Herzliya, not Tel Aviv. And I'm meeting this dashingly handsome man right here. What's your name?
Hey, what's up?
What's your name?
Paul Galland.
Paul Galland, and you're running the show here, and I'm super duper excited to announce we're gonna be working together.
Good luck.
Good luck to us both, baby. All right, so I'm gonna walk out of here with the new Zoom, the Mavic Zoom, which I've been craving for since it came out. I have the Mavic Pro, but it says Hasselblad camera on it, and it could actually zoom in without loss of compression, loss of quality. And I'm gonna be doing some droning in the near future, baby. Super pumped. Paul, you the man. You the man. You are the man. Thank you, my friend. I'm very excited. This is great lighting in here, bro. I love it.
You got the picture of the stores?
I love it. Love it.
We have the brand PGY Tech, which is actually the brand that cooperates with DJI on a global scale,
Love it.
worldwide. So they have drone accessories, action camera accessories, everything you can think of that can actually go into the drone and support the flyers,
Carrying case for the Mavic too.
carry cases, action camera.
All the memory cards. Oh, these are nice.
Also Action has come out now.
Beautiful.
A lot of accessories for that.
Look at, just so you understand what we're talking about here. This is freaking microscopic. So we got this, which I don't use enough. Getting this on Friday. Don't have that. Don't have that. Have that. Do not, but want that. The drone is awesome. This is so beautiful. So beautiful. Oh, baby, look at this bad boy. Oh, it's beautiful. Beautiful.
Action.
Bro, and this.
The new baby. Oh, the Inspire. The new baby.
That is that right there, baby. And this is the Osmo Action, the new GoPro competitor. Everyone says it kicks GoPro's butt, by the way. All right, bro. Thank you very much. I'm excited.
See you soon.
Beautiful. Came in here to talk about collaboration. I did not think I'd be leaving with a drone, but I thought wrong. Leaving with the new Mavic 2 Zoom. Dude, this was awesome. All right, he's sending me, he wanted to give it to me brand new and not used, so he's sending me one in the mail. I'll be getting it shortly, and I'll be collaborating with DJI Israel. Super duper pumped. What a way to end the week. See you next week.